New map of Ukraine. Russia-Ukraine war. What happened on the 445th day of the war? Ukrainian forces have regained at least a kilometer of territory in Bakhmut. First steps in Ukrainian counteroffensive will be taken soon, Zelensky. 2 Russian fighter jets were shot down. Russia deployed bombers capable of carrying nuclear weapons to the border with Norway and Finland. Putin, like a Disney princess, could not find the format of the meeting, Zelensky. Russia's defense ministry said its forces have gained control over another city block in Bakhmut. Ukraine regains at least 1 kilometer in Bakhmut. Ukraine has regained at least a kilometer of territory in the eastern city of Bakhmut amid an alleged Russian withdrawal from the area. Over the past 4 days, Russian troops from the 72nd Separate Motor Rifle Brigade, 72 SMRB, possibly withdrew in bad order from their positions on the southern flank of the Bakhmut operation, said the UK's Ministry of Defence. The move, according to the British intelligence, reflected Moscow's severe shortage of credible combat units. 72 SMRB is an element of Russia's 3rd Army Corps, a formation created in autumn 2023 and dogged with allegations of poor morale and limited combat effectiveness, the UK MOD said in its latest intelligence briefing posted on Twitter. Its deployment to such a demanding and operationally important sector highlights Russia's severe shortage of credible combat units. First steps in Ukrainian counteroffensive will be taken soon, Zelensky. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated the first important steps of a highly anticipated military counteroffensive against Russian forces will be taken soon. We are preparing very seriously and there will definitely be very serious steps, Zelensky said in a conversation with top editors of Italian media in Rome on Saturday. I know that we are all motivated, and not only those who know this plan, but our people. I cannot tell you when. But you will definitely see it and Russia will definitely feel it, he continued, adding, we believe in victory and believe that the first important steps will be taken soon. Ukrainian forces have begun shaping operations in advance of the expected counteroffensive, a senior U.S. military official and senior Western official told CNN. Shaping involves striking targets such as weapons depots, command centers, and armor and artillery systems to prepare the battlefield for advancing forces. It's a standard tactic made prior to major combined operations. Russian news outlet Kommersant has reported 2 Russian fighter jets and 2 military helicopters were down over Russian territory close to the Ukrainian border. Kommersant said on its website that the Su-34 fighter bomber, Su-35 fighter and 2 Mi-8 helicopters, which had made up an aerial raiding party, were shot down almost simultaneously in an ambush in the Bryansk region of Russia. Russia deployed the maximum number of bombers capable of carrying nuclear weapons to the border with Norway and Finland. The aircraft are based on the Alenia Air Base in the Murmansk region. The 3,500-meter runway accommodates 2 Tu-160s and Tu-22s, 14 Tu-95s, 3 AN-22 transports, an Il-78 tanker and 3 helicopters, the Barents Observer reports. It is the Tu-160 and Tu-95 that are capable of carrying nuclear warheads. By the way, it is from Alenia that Russian strategic aviation has recently taken off to strike at Ukraine. Putin, like a Disney princess, could not find the format of the meeting. Zelensky on negotiations with Putin before the start of the full-scale invasion. According to the Ukrainian president, he requested a telephone conversation many times, but at one point the Kremlin stopped answering. And now there is nothing to talk about with Putin, he added. Russian troops fall back to regroup north of Ukraine's Bakhmut. Moscow has acknowledged that its forces had fallen back north of the battlefield city of Bakhmut in eastern Ukraine in a retreat that the head of Russia's Wagner private army called a rout. Berlin will continue to support Ukraine to ensure Russia is held accountable, Scholz. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on Sunday reaffirmed Berlin's support for Ukraine for as long as it is necessary in its fight against Russia's invasion and stressed that those responsible for the war must be held accountable. No city in the world is allowed to invade another country, commit murder, and plunder it. Therefore, we support our partner to ensure that Russia is held accountable for its crimes, said Scholz while speaking at a joint press conference alongside Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who is visiting Berlin for the first time since Russia's invasion began. The information in today's video consisted of these. If you want to support our work, like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next videos. Bye.